So what I was trying to say is this. Um, I gave birth before. I gave birth. It takes 9 months for the baby to grow and about 2 days to birth, or even more days. Okay, I gave birth. I seen myself gave birth, and I'm sure everybody else did too. Because when you give birth, that is not fake. That is real. That is real when you give birth. Especially if you're up awake and doctors are around you, they're sticking needles in you, and you're going through every little challenge that birth gives. Some people are going to always say it must have not been real, but I gave birth. I went through all the steps to give birth. I was pregnant every day. Not only that, she said I wasn't dreaming. So I see myself with a stomach. I got a stomach right now. I got a stomach right now. I gave birth, and birth is real. When you give birth, that is very, very real. No matter what happened before that birth, when you give birth, that is real. You visit your child don't have to be with you. See, I gave my children to the government as some type of, not for surrogacy, as some type of form of surrogacy. So maybe sooner or later, they'll make a law saying that if your baby's on foster care, you get a check, which I think is coming soon. I was trying to be a surrogate mother, but I just wanted to give them a better life. I could have took my kids. All I had to do was my parenting classes and go to court. I could have had my kids with me right now. All I had to do was my parenting classes and go to court. So therefore, my kids are not with me because I didn't do my parenting classes. Which I don't know if you really have to do that to get kids back. I just knew my kid was going to be safe with me. I just knew. So that's why I gave them away. I was hoping they'd take them from me because I knew they wasn't going to be safe with me. I knew my kids wasn't going to be safe with me. That's why I told the people to take my kids away. I prepared myself for it. I actually prepared for them to be taken away. If they wasn't going to take it, I wasn't going to do it. I was not going to do it. Somebody would have took my child out of my arms in my sleep. When I even worse, they would have killed it while it was in the house with me. And did some Blair Witch shit. They would have did some Blair Witch shit and said I did it. That was my worst nightmare, but it's not going to stop me from having children. But I did give birth. You know how the stories of people waking up with knobs in their hair and blood all over the place? Yeah, the Blair Witch Project. Where somebody that looked like them came in and did something. And first the cameras are being messed with. The surveillance is messed with. They hide you, pretend to be you, and do everything on camera. Then they stage your knife in your hand in the blood and put you to sleep so you can wake up like that. I said, that's not going to stop me from having kids. I said, I'm going to have my kids. I'm just going to give away somebody that they can't blame for that. But literally, 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 I have children. I was pregnant 3 times. I was pregnant 3 times. Went to my sonogram appointment. When I say I'm pregnant, I mean I took a pregnancy test. The doctor say I have a baby growing in my stomach. Then I would do my sonogram appointments and my blood work and take my vitamins. The doctor will always tell me that I really have a baby in my stomach. I will go to my sonogram appointments and see the baby on the screen. Not only that, not only that, not only that, I have 3 kids. How I know? Because they grown up from the time they was a baby. They have grown up from the time they was a baby. And I know it's real because I watched them grow up. I visit them. I can't see them no more. I don't want to see them no more. Because I have a lot of trouble going on. I have a lot of trouble going on. I have a lot of trouble. So I don't want to see them no more. I just want them to grow up happily. I don't like to bring demons around kids. Probably like, you don't want to see your kids grow up? I could see them grow up. I don't want to. I just want to forget that I have kids. I really don't want to see my kids anymore. I wasn't going to grow far away from me. We might even run into each other. But anyway, I have 3 children. I have 3 children I gave birth to. I don't even know how my kids look, what size they are, what height they are, because I have a veil in front of my eyes. How they face look, I don't know how they face look, how they body look. But literally, I did give birth vaginally once. I was in Mount Sinai West Hospital. I can get my sonogram pictures from Mount Sinai West Hospital. That's how I know it wasn't a dream. I can get my baby footprints, all that, which I am going to do. It was not a dream. They took her footprints, they took her weight, all that. It was not a dream. When you give birth, you are a woman, you are a mother. You're not a pedophile, you're not a rapist, you're not a predator, you're not a sex offender. When you give birth, that's the Lord telling you that you are an innocent woman. You're an innocent woman, that's why you're giving birth. Whether it's a C-section, but my first birth was vaginal, thank God. But that's why you give birth as a woman, just in case anything in your past reconsiders you as a woman and they're calling you names. You give birth so that that person can settle their concern with your life that's trying to destroy your life. Birth means you're a woman, not a predator or pedophile or sex offender. Birth means you're a woman. That's what that means. Birth means you're a woman, not a predator, sex offender, pedophile, rapist. I gave birth. I gave birth July 4th a few years ago. I gave birth. I watched myself give birth. Watch when I get my baby's footprints, birth certificate. She had a birth certificate. I'm going to get her birth certificate, her footprints, and her sonogram pictures from Mount Sinai West. I'm telling you what, if I don't get that one, then I'll get the rest. I know they got the rest of my kids' sonogram pictures somewhere in the system.